Hello world, Mr. Royer here of Raw Reviews of TTFT. Guys, I just reviewed Top Gun Maverick. That is right, guys. It comes out officially tomorrow, but officially today for me. It's a TTFT Thursday, and I'm gonna give you a Raw review. So let me just tell you here, it's been 30 years since the movie Top Gun came out, and I seen it so many times. It's one of those movies they started putting in the syndication when I was a child. And so since then, me and being a film buff, it's in my job to watch it over and over and over again. With that being said, I haven't seen it in quite some time. So when I heard they were doing a sequel, I was like, Royal knows how Royal feels about sequels. So I'll say this, coming out of this, if it takes 30 years to get something right, goddammit, let that be the case, because I'm going to tell you this right now. I give this 5 flying fucks coming out of a Raw review. Now, I haven't sat down and reviewed it, but as far as a remake's concerned, oh, this checks all the boxes. Was there nostalgia? Yes. Was there great acting? Yes. Was there campy moments, but not too campy to make me feel like, why'd you have to do that shit? Yes. There were moments there throughout this film that made you say, you know what, it was worth the goddamn wait. So let's jump right into it. The film, of course, stars Tom Cruise as Maverick here. We still have Jennifer Connelly coming back 30 years later. We have Bashir Salahuddin. And let me tell you why I freaking lost my mind when I saw him. If you guys don't know this guy, he's been on Blackish. He's been on a lot of things you probably haven't seen, but he's from one of my favorite shows in the world, and that's South Side. Yes, Officer Goodnight was in Top Gun 2, and I lost my fucking mind. So with that being said, guys, this also has John Hamm and a lot of other great actors. So let me just tell you this. One, if I had to give A through F on the acting in this film, B+. Not gonna lie, everybody held their own. And you know one thing I really love about it, because again, when you're in the Navy, and I guess you can die at any time, you get to get these cool fighter pilots names. So the fighter pilot names in this film definitely held up with the first one. We had Hangman. I mean, you know, I'm kind of iffy on that one for obvious reasons, but we had Coyote, Fanboy, Phoenix, and Bob. It was just some white guy, smart white guy with glasses, his name Bob. They were like, no, what's your real fighter pilot name? He was like, Bob. So with that being said, it's neither here nor there. If you want to elevate a picture of the film, essentially what has to happen is, as we've seen this premise before, but they kind of they didn't go too deep into it. What's happening is they're trying to get unarmed fighter pilots out there. So basically Maverick is a relic. He's the old age. He's still a captain. He should be an admiral by now, but they won't promote him because he's a wild card. It's just what he does. He's Tom fucking Cruise. You can't get Mission Impossible to be in a fighter pilot movie and just do what everybody else does. Now, the one thing he's been holding on for all this time, for all these years, is of course, he still feels guilty for killing Goose, even though he didn't kill Goose. So when they get him to come back and train the best of the best of the best, sir, that's my Men in Black impression there from Will Smith. They brought back everybody pretty much that graduated at the top of their class from Top Gun. And then they brought Maverick in to teach them. But when they brought him in, he was like, oh, you want me to fly? They were like, no, we want you to teach them how to fly. So he starts off teaching these cadets how to fly, trying to gain their respect. And right off the bat, they already know he's the creme de la creme of the creme. He's the top. He's the apex predator when it comes to flying. So with that being said, they're going on this, it literally is, and I say a Mission Impossible. What they're trying to do probably physically isn't possible. No one's ever done it. They have to go into, without giving the whole story away, they got to go into a place they shouldn't be able to go into, get in a dogfight, get in and get out. And nobody believes it's possible. And right before they're supposed to do it, a couple of tragedies happen. So, as you can imagine, I'm in there looking like, I'm looking around while I'm watching this movie at everybody else. It is dead silent. And you can tell that this movie is being so well done because you have me who's a movie buff, but I've never been in the military. There are so many military people in there, and the things they were saying on the way out is some of the things I'm telling you guys. It was really put together well. It held the test of time. And I'm sorry, sometimes you see a remake of something, you're like, oh yeah, it felt kind of good, it kind of held up. But I'll be honest with you, I really like Coming to America too. It is not on par with Coming to America. However, Top Gun Maverick is either on par, if not better than the first one. And yes, I'm not being sacrilegious. I am telling you, this movie is a must-go see. AMC down here in Jacksonville, Florida is where I checked it out at. And when I tell you guys it is worth another go watch, listen, I'll go watch it again. I can't wait till it hits the Fire Stick. Can't wait till it hits TV. If you want to talk about some standout performances, Cruise is always going to be Cruise. But I'll tell you this, I believe his name is Miles Teller, the guy that played Young Rooster, a Rooster's son. He killed it. The gentleman that played Hangman, he played that guy that you really love to freaking hate. Coyote, Phoenix. I really loved Bob. Bob really didn't change for anybody. Bob was just like, and what I loved about Bob was this, is that Again, these are all the people that graduated at the top of their class, which means Bob necessarily wasn't the best fighter pilot, but his brains graduated him at the top of his class. And so again, there's so many things within this film. It checks off all this. Is there drama? Yes. Is there funniness? Yes. Is there sexuality? Yes. I mean, but it literally blew my mind. I didn't think it would be this good. And to be honest with you, again, if you're trying to put this over where a sequel should hope to be, they took 5 years to make another, actually, yeah, 5 years to make another Doctor Strange, if not longer. It didn't hold up to the par. However, something like this did. So again, when you're talking about remakes, guys, you got to be very careful. And sometimes if the story isn't there, don't force the story. Yeah, you're going to make a bunch of money here and there, this, that, and the other, but you want people to care about your product. It took them 30 years. I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise, because he ain't hurting for money. He was like, nope, don't like the script, don't like the script, don't like the script, don't like the script. That's a fucking script. And that's the fucking review.